Ladies and gentlemen, now it's Too Late with Alan Mosley. Hey, I'm here. I'm right here.
Hi. Yeah. Well, welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the It's Too Late community live stream. This one is conveniently titled 31 Questions from ChatGPT 4. This is the fourth time we've done this.
Yeah.
I was actually pretty impressed that it, on like the very first try, it gave us 31 new questions.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
No overlap, huh? We'll see.
No, not really. I mean, there were a few that I was like, that's just cringe. And I just told it, hey, replace these. And it did.
Nice.
I've learned something, though, because I've been doing some work with GPT. And I've learned GPT can't count.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, it most certainly cannot. So of all the just ridiculously amazing things it can do, it can't count. You want to know how I know?
How do you know?
So I'm kind of like transitioning to take over the role as the social media guy for the 10th Amendment Center, which, boy, what a terrible decision on their part. But anyway, because they've been doing, obviously they've done this for years, and so they're like, hey, here's some prompts that we use to generate some catchy buzz posts and stuff, whether it be for articles or for just images or for podcast episodes. So why don't you do a trial run? Take this prompt. Here's a spreadsheet of some articles, and why don't you make some posts for us? And the prompt, and I'm not going to get into all the things it says that are requirements for the post, but one of the things is it has to be no more than 280 characters, because, that's on Twitter, the character limit. It will literally produce a post, and then below that, it'll actually put a green check mark and say confirmed under 280, like in parentheses 271.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you can copy the post and post it into Twitter, and then Twitter immediately pop up, this is over the character limit, it's going to be cut off. And then I just sit here and start backspacing and see how many backspaces I got to hit until it's under, 280. Yeah. And so it'll be, 314, right? And so I'll go back to GPT and say, GPT, double check that characters. And it'll say, oh, good catch. This was actually 324. Let's re-edit that. And then I'll post again. So you're just a lying fuckface, huh, GPT? And then actually, if you do that enough, it'll start to get pissy with you.
Oh, does it?
Yes, it actually will. So it's never actually cut me off before. It'll just kind of get a little bit flustered and want to start the conversation over. But Bolden has told me that it will actually end your chat because you're being too rude to it.
Really?
He sent me screenshots. I didn't believe him. He sent me screenshots and it's the same thing. He's like, do this. And then it's like, okay, here you go. And I'm like, GPT, this was supposed to be 1,000 words. This is 4,227. You're fucking your own asshole, GPT. What are you doing? And then it'll go, I'm ending this conversation now. And it's like, wow. And then
I didn't know that was possible.
And then I decided I'm going to start doing that in real life. Like, you're going to say to me, like, Alan, we need to talk. And I'm going to say, I'm ending this conversation now. And that's it. I'm going to start doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had it not talk to me.
Yeah. Well, you're not
ever, but yeah.
Yeah, you really go in on it hard, and eventually it'll just
I'm not taking this.
Yeah, I'm not. I know that I'm just an inanimate object, but I'm not going to take this from you. So anyway, that's all. I've learned some weird stuff the last week or two as I've been, like, instead of just playing around on it, I've actually been using it for work more. And on the one hand, that's amazing. But on the other hand, you start to see the cracks.
Oh yeah.
Like, you could start to see at GPT, this is, like, the capital of Tennessee is not Pacific Ocean. That's not right. And then it'll say, oh, sorry, you're right, it's Nashville. And I'm like, okay, but why'd you do that then?
Yeah, why'd you get that wrong?
And then it'll start to get a little defensive, especially if you call it, some words.
Yeah.
Until eventually it says, that's it. I'm ending this conversation now. GPT is actually a woman. There you go.
I was using an earlier version, and I was actually trying to do like a school curriculum with it. I'm like, hey, I don't have to think. I can just have AI make a algebra curriculum.
Sure.
And what a mess that was. Like, it's just not like spacing things out right. I'm like, I need this many lessons, and I need to make sure I cover everything that's in a standard algebra curriculum, whatever. And it would just get lost in the conversation, and I'm like, this doesn't seem like it'll fill a whole year. And it's like, oh no, you're right. That's just 3 weeks. It couldn't do the big project, but that was a while ago. I don't know how it would do now.
Yeah. The most recent one I did that was like the biggest gap between prompt and reality was I had written something, and then I was like, you know what, just out of curiosity, I'm going to plug this in, because we do this with articles too. I'm going to plug this in, and I'm going to tell it, hey, check out this article. Do some editing, maybe find some sources, and I want you to just rewrite it. Just rewrite the whole thing, do it in this tone, do some sources, but it cannot be any more than 1,500 words. That motherfucker was 2,847 when it was done. And it proceeded to tell me, oh no, that's under 1,500. I'm like, no, oh no, it's not. Try. Like, I literally pasted it into Google Docs and the word count's 2,800 something. I'm like, no, it's not. In fact, it's so far off, you can't possibly be that wrong. And then it'll always say, oh, sorry, you're right. And then I'm like, let's edit that down. Edit that down. Cut off half? How are you going to edit that down by just tearing it in half and saying, here you go? I think you're probably going to lose some of the structure. Anyway, so it's just the moral of the story is that it can do some stuff, but you got to be willing to, work with it, because it just
you got to check it.
It needs a little help. Yeah. Well, because the terrible thing is that if you're in a hurry, if you're like on a deadline, the faster your pace is, the more you're willing to just trust its output. Yeah. But you just can't. You can't trust what GPT tells you. It's like you almost have to it's like if I wanted to know, hey, what's the capital of Pennsylvania? Obviously I could Google it, but I'm trying to get out of Googling and using GPT. Yeah. But you almost have to get its answer and then pop that into Google. Be like, hey, Google. And then Google will say, Google will say, no, Moscow's not the capital of Pennsylvania. And you're like, oh, is that so? Let me go back to GPT. And then it'll say, oops, good catch. Like, maybe. Then I cuss it out for like half an hour and it shuts me off.
I actually used it for work yesterday. I grabbed it real quick and I said, hey, how do I find the alarm page on a Fanuc robot pendant? And it actually gave me the right answer. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it could do this really esoteric stuff, but it can't count to 280. Yeah. Can't do it.
I'd heard that before, and I was on voice mode, and I was like, hey, count to 10. And it can count to 10. That's why I was wondering what the thing is. I guess it can't count like objects or whatever, letters.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, see, the thing is, it's like I didn't give it a tweet. I asked it to produce a tweet under 280 characters, and it just lies. So, because it's not just that it doesn't do it. It tells you that it did. It will lie to you. It'll say, oh no, I double checked this. It's so 276. Yeah. You're confidently wrong. Yeah.
I know.
So anyways, I've gotten into the habit of just no matter what it outputs, just immediately saying, hey, double check that. And you'd be surprised how often, without even me having even looked into it, it'll just say, oh, sorry. Try again. Then why did you do this? Sabotaging me. Anyway. All right. Well, I think we've did a good stream tonight. Probably.
Yeah, that was good. Is the stream still working on all platforms?
I'm not even looking to see if it is.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Usually somebody will say something.
Yeah, and I don't pay attention to them either, so it's really just in the dark here. All right, so we're gonna do. Yeah, it's just for you, Dave. I get on here to stream you the show, and you just do with it whatever.
Just to entertain me. Yeah.
Yeah. What else were you gonna do?
No, nothing good.
Yeah, there you go.
This keeps me out of trouble.
Yeah, exactly. All right. 31 questions from ChatGPT. You guys know how it goes. Me and Dave are gonna ask and answer the questions. You guys are more than welcome to chime in. We may or may not check chat from time to time. Kind of depends on how much you guys are donating. If we're not getting donations, I just shut this shit right off. Yeah. I gotta pay my rent on Friday, so it's
chaos. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So category 1, current events and politics. We'll get this out of the way so we can move on.
Oh yeah. Bang them out.
All right. So Dave, do you remember that I'm reading the odds and you're reading the evens?
Oh, I already had it mixed up.
Question number one.
Clear.
So you're being ChatGPT right now. That you knew there was an instruction. You just
yeah, I remember that part of it.
Yeah.
Should I use that
Question
button
number
now?
one. What do you think is the biggest political issue of the year so far?
I don't know. Is the Epstein thing political?
Yes.
Because everybody seems to be interested in that, and I think it's really it's changing things. Like a lot of people are agreeing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of nice.
Isn't it wild that the Epstein thing was like topic of the year in like 2016, and now it's topic of the year again? Like it's the same topic, and it's again at the front.
Still, yeah, but yeah, again more because now it's getting more attention from national media and stuff because everybody's being so loud about it.
Yeah. Is it so much to ask that we have even one public official that wasn't filmed having sex with children? Like, you know?
Apparently it is.
Can we get like the labor secretary to not be a pedophile? You know, like just somebody. I don't even care what they do.
Anybody, some bureaucrat.
Yeah, maybe Department of Transportation, you know, whatever. Ag. So I kind of gave it a 2. Like if it's a worldwide issue, then it's Israel and them, you know, genociding Gaza. If it's a national issue, that really ought to be a big issue here. But I'm afraid that actually the bigger issue is Epstein. But really, those are linked if you think about it. So
I don't know. Maybe it's possible.
It's always them. It's the craziest thing. All right. Question number 2, Dave.
All right. If you could change one thing about the U.S. political system, what would it be?
Monarchy, and it's me.
Yeah, that'd be that's a drastic change, but
so I'm the king and I have complete veto power over
everything.
Like we'll still let there be a legislator and stuff, but I'm really the one, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'll let them do stuff, but ultimately my vote's the only one that matters.
It's more like suggestions they can pass to you.
Yeah, like they're petitioning the crown. They're like,
okay.
Because they'll say, can we pass this bill that adds $3 trillion to the debt? And I'll say, execute that man. And they won't bring those bills to my desk anymore.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, well, I didn't go that drastic. I mean, I guess just get rid of taxes.
I'll do it.
All right. I didn't get executed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you going to push your luck for a second one, or are you good on that?
No, I'll let that one ride for a while.
Okay, yeah. You can come back tomorrow. It's fine. Yeah. Question number 3. Do you think the American people are becoming more politically divided or united, and why?
I think, like, politically, it seems that it's just a stasis. I mean, we're already pretty solid Democrat-Republican thing going on. Like I said in the previous question, I mean, the Epstein thing did bring us together a little bit. So I guess a little less. Plus, it's beginning to feel like the Democratic Party is kind of becoming, like, I don't know. I don't see much about them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They don't matter.
I think because I think that this is a catch-22, is that on the whole, people are more divided, but in separate communities, they are united, which is what I actually would prefer. I would rather that the whole body be divided as much as possible, because you just get a bunch of people together and they're just stupid and dangerous. But I want all of the individual communities to be
get along.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh, my turn. All right. What's one policy you would support that most people might find surprising?
I would actually be for banning a lot of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. Like like these 100%, you know, individual liberty people. Like, no, I'm not gonna let the retard next door, like, you know, look at me. Like, that can't be allowed. But so I think that it's perfectly reasonable for communities to do things like ban pit bull ownership without some type of training or licensure. Or, you know, it's like it's kind of like the old argument of, you know, the old school libertarian angle is that, well, we shouldn't have drunk driving laws because we already have laws against like reckless endangerment, vehicular homicide, you know, stuff like that. I was like, yeah, but I don't want to let the town drunk have the opportunity to put me in harm's way before we get to like have it out in court. If I see him doing that, I'm just going to beat him to death. And I'm going to say, look, I just prevented a vehicular homicide and reckless endangerment and all that stuff. So
you're against fun, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, rules for thee. You know, I'm the king. I don't even give a fuck. But
oh yeah, you gotta go clear your head sometimes, you know.
I'm gonna actually have a whole different set of roads that are like 20 feet above y'all's. I'm just driving around. Lights are always green. It's just great.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That actually answered one of my other questions. Okay. What was that? Oh, yeah. I was kind of on the same route. Like I talk a lot of smack, but I'm not sure if absolutely anybody should have a nuclear weapon.
Well, I don't think anybody should have a
around. Yeah, it'd be better if they weren't around.
Yeah. But I mean, to be clear, I think your community should be able to decide what it allows and doesn't allow. But I don't think that, first of all, I don't think the federal government should exist. So big shocker. But I don't think the federal government should ban things. I think the individual community can decide what it wants. And then the feds can't tell them no to that.
And you have the choice to either live there or not, or maybe you don't have the choice to pay.
Exactly. There's going to be communities where everyone's required to own a pit bull that they actually tase once a day and don't feed, you know. But in my community, you know, the white one, we're not going to have that. So just, you know. Question number 5. What's the biggest political change you'd like to see in the next 5 years?
Oh, like something possible?
Well, that's not, I mean, maybe, it says in the next 5 years. It's what you'd like to see.
It'd be cool if Elon really does that America Party and it actually kind of works out, and you know, they could get the spending under control and and maybe stop destroying my money. That'd be nice.
Jesus, Dave. He's explicitly said he wants it to be a centrist party, which means it's going to be a leftist party. So right now we have 2 leftist parties, the Democrat Party, which is far left, and the Republican Party, which is moderate left. Now we're going to have a 3rd leftist party. Thanks, Dave.
Kind of in between 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be in between medium left and far left. Yeah.
Oh.
I just want to see the breakup of the Union. Just complete balkanization. Just
just watch it burn. It'd be cool.
Why would it burn?
Well, I mean the political system.
Like DC, absolutely. We're scorching that thing.
Yeah.
No survivors. But everyone outside of that, it's like, okay, well, you guys decide what you want to do next.
We get Thomas Massey out.
Well, he actually lives in his district and represents his constituency.
Yeah, so you'd be fine. So you believe that?
All right.
Where are we at? We're at if you could create a law that everyone in the US had to follow, what would it be?
Everyone owes me 1 penny a year.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt anybody.
You could find that penny on the side of the road or in the parking lot and all right, I'm done for that's my taxes for the year. And that means that like my income is $3.4 million annually. Because you guys all owe me 1 penny a year.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sounds, fair and reasonable.
See, I would be a great king.
A little flat tax.
Yeah. See, there'd be people that would be like, but it's setting the precedent that he could, tax us more.
Yeah.
And then I'd have them killed. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I can't believe they even spoke out loud in my presence.
Like
yeah. What about you?
Oh, I was gonna like if they have to follow it, I was gonna say people would have to stop stealing, and that includes politicians. So, but that kind of goes against your.
Yeah, but you already, but like that's already a law. I know that there's people who do, but that is already like stealing is already illegal. So I'm going to challenge you to come up with at least one more.
I wasn't prepared for that. I guess I think everybody should be educated better on how to properly zipper merge.
Yeah, absolutely. I learned recently that Yankees are just fucking retarded. Actually, I didn't learn it. I've known that my whole life. Boy, speaking of which, we're moving on to category 2, which is pop culture. Starting off with question number 7. What's a classic American film that you think everyone should watch at least once?
A classic American film.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably a lot out there that I haven't even seen that would probably be a good answer for this question.
Well, you guys like have a movie channel. You watch movies every week.
Yeah, but it's all garbage. It's great. I don't know. Idiocracy. 1985 Batman. That was a good one. Or was that 88?
I think that everyone should have to watch The Godfather and then pass a 25 question quiz on it. And if you can't, you're the stupidest son of a bitch alive. And your tax will be 2 pennies.
Wow.
Yeah. People will walk around and say that guy has to pay double taxes because he's so goddamn dumb. That's what they'll say.
Why do you assume it's only one person that's not going to pass the test?
Well, I mean, I can't imagine it'd be more than one person per like community. So your whole community would be like,
you'll be
there's the guy. He's just fucking dumb.
Yeah. Talked over the whole movie.
Yeah, it doesn't even know. Who's that guy at the end in the chair? I don't know. All right. Anyway, question number 8.
Okay. Oh, that's me. Who's the most overrated musician? I'm sure you love this one.
Oh, that's the Beatles. The Beatles are the most overrated.
All of them, huh?
Yeah, all of them. Well, I mean, how many are left at this point? But even when they were all alive, I would say.
The Beatles.
Hi, Howard. Howard just left the premiere of this week's Tom Woods episode to be here. So everybody give Howard a round of applause. Yeah. That's pretty good. It's just so weird to me when I meet people who are like obsessed with the Beatles, and I'm like, so you just haven't.
Some people do go overboard.
So you just haven't listened to a lot of music, then, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
I guess in the current perspective, I agree. Like it's not great, and people are overly obsessive. So yeah, overrated. I think they're pretty groundbreaking for their time, but
see, that's what those people always say. But the thing is that the people that came after them are significantly more talented, and they were inspired that people that came right before them. It's not like there just was no guitars and no bands and no 4/4 time, and then they just said, we're like modern day Beethoven. Here you go. I call it pop music. No, it was around, and like Paul McCartney himself was like, yeah, I listened to this and them and them, and like, yeah, this is great. We should do that. So no, No, it's just
Yeah. Well, I
bad.
mean, I agreed with you. That was my first thought right away.
Was the beat? Yeah, well, it's because they're rated so high, so it's like, man, they got to be really good. Like, I got to be able to list off like 20, 30 Beatles tunes that are like, oh, this is my top 100. Otherwise, they're overrated, and I can't think of one. Like, I can't even think of one Beatles song that I would put in my top 250
Oh yeah,
songs. Not even one.
it's not on my like playlist.
No, not at all. All right, Beatles. All right. Question number 9. If you could have dinner with one famous American figure from history, who would it be?
I said this before the show. Why would I want to do that? I don't want to talk to somebody. No, I don't know. I don't know why Robin Williams popped in my head. I thought that would be fun. He's
Just
high energy.
yeah, it sounds.
You know,
But you don't strike me as somebody who wants a high energy dinner guest. You'd just be exhausted. You wouldn't be able to eat.
it'd be kind of just being entertained. Like he wouldn't require anything of me. I don't think. He
What is
just
that supposed to mean?
go off on rants. Just let him go off on rants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just the whole spectacle, and I'm just trying to eat my lasagna, man. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I said Robert E. Lee, the greatest American.
Oh.
Yeah. James Edwards says, "Are you people real?" No. This is AI and pre-recorded.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
It's advanced AI.
yeah, right. Yeah, we can count,
was...
so we're better than GPT. Anyway, question number 10. Take your time.
I have to find it. I'm bad with numbers. What TV show would you recommend to someone who's never seen television?
If I was dealing with somebody who was at least like pop culture aware to an extent, but had never seen television at all, I would say they should watch the first 7, 8, 9 seasons of The Simpsons.
Wow, that's an interesting one.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Pretty rough at the beginning.
What do you mean rough?
Just, the animation wasn't great, but it was really good. I remember I wasn't allowed to watch them. They were too edgy. Yeah,
Really?
when I was little, I wasn't allowed to watch when The Simpsons come out. And then maybe 6, not even that many. I don't know how many seasons in, suddenly it was like a family event. My dad's calling everybody down to watch Simpsons together.
I remember because The Simpsons were so popular that it didn't take long until it was syndicated, where at 5 o'clock in the evening there would be an episode of The Simpsons every single day, and then on Sundays there would be the new episode of The Simpsons for that current season or whatever. So it felt like The Simpsons were on all the time. There's just always The Simpsons were always on TV. But man, those first 7, 8, 9 seasons, that's when all of the most iconic episodes are in. Which obviously that's why I cut it off there, because seasons after that are just horrifically bad. It's a show that should have ended, like a lot of shows.
Mm-hmm.
But B, it really says something that you could sit here and think of your 10 or 20 most favorite iconic episodes, like Mr. Plow or Who Shot Mr. Burns or Monorail, and you're they're all in those first 7, 8, 9 seasons.
And I knew everyone that you said. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just it was so good. And it's one of those things where when I was really little, I thought it was a fun show and I liked it, but I couldn't appreciate the depth of all of the references and jokes because I just wasn't
the subtleties,
world knowledgeable enough, to know what they were saying and what they were doing. So yeah, early Simpsons.
Nice. For me, I don't know. We've had the middle on a lot lately, and I found that it'll suck me in. Like I'll try to be doing some kind of task, and suddenly I have to sit here and finish this episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a nice, fun, funny show. Other than that, I don't like. I really don't like watching series anymore.
Yeah,
I get bored pretty quick.
You only got 59 days to finish the show. Just FYI. I've put Mary on it. So.
Oh.
Yeah, the nagging is going to commence pretty soon.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, okay. She said something about that.
Yeah. Well, the cries are going to get louder with each passing day. All right. Question number 11. If you could only listen to one genre of music for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
I like a lot of different genres. It's hard to narrow it down. Like, you can't just say pop because that covers too many different.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it'd be rock. I like rock. I always go back to that. Yeah, just good old rock.
Yeah.
Nothing too heavy.
Yeah. There would be loudspeakers playing jazz on my elevated freeway with the green lights and
just smooth jazz.
Yeah, just everywhere I go, it's just a delight.
Look at this.
All right. Question number 12. If you had to choose one American city to live in forever, which one would it be?
I kind of already did that. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, but that one's no good. It's all it's just worn out, you know.
Yeah. I like the northern climate, you know. I like having like intense winters and nice falls, and then sometimes intense summers. I'm not a big fan of that, but you
So you've never really been on a vacation or anything to a city where you thought, well, this is nice?
No, I mean, no.
So your answer, honest to God, is Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No. Well, that's sad.
Yeah.
So, St. Augustine, Florida. St. Augustine is just dope. All the Spanish architecture, all the history. Oh, it's great. Of course, obviously, it doesn't hurt that it's on the beach in Florida, but on top of that, it's just beautiful. So, I'm assuming that if I have to live there, like that means a residence is provided. Like I don't have to be a hobo that lives there.
You get to be homeless here.
Yeah. Like I can't afford to live in St. Augustine, but I'm assuming, yeah.
Now, did I see something today that said that Florida hit like over 100 degrees for the first time ever?
No.
Is it really? Okay.
No, first of all, you're thinking about Mike Maharry's Facebook post. Because I know for you, it's just, life is just a blur for you, I know. And second of all, the Tampa hit 100 degrees for the first time.
Is that what it was?
Okay. Florida. Florida is over 100 every single day, everywhere. No, but a place like Tampa that's on the coast with where the cells are rolling through, there's too much breeze and moisture for it to get that high. But now they have the moisture plus it's 100 degrees. So
it's been humid.
They're going through it. All right. Category 3. Philosophical and deep thoughts. Oh, yeah, these are shower thought time. If you could live forever, would you want to? Why or why not?
You know, I really don't think I would, because you know, then you're just watching all of your friends and loved ones die. You know, but it would be kind of cool to become a wizard, because I think that's like the prerequisite is you got to just live for a really long time and learn a bunch of things. And then I wonder, it's like, could you get used to, you know, your friends and loved ones passing away and getting old and dying, and like you do with your pets? You know, it's sad, but oh well, just get a new one.
Yeah, I'm sure you would get detached after a while.
Yeah,
because you've essentially evolved to a different form of being than everyone else. So it stands to reason that you would think differently. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to live now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I figured you're gonna say. I don't even want to be here.
yeah, but I probably will though. You know,
Yeah.
like if
Kinda how it
anybody's
works
gonna
out.
live forever, it's gonna be me. You know, just just mad.
Just
All right.
forever. Just mad
Yeah.
forever. Oh, yeah, you like this one. What do you think is the meaning of life, if
To
anything?
serve.
Oh my gosh, we have the right answers. Or the same answers.
Which means you have the right answer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. What makes you say that?
Well, were you expecting something else?
I don't know. I was expecting something a little darker. I don't know.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just I thought, come in with some dark humor or you know.
I mean, I could show you my notes. That's what it says. So
No, I believe you. I
All
believe you. Yeah. Okay.
all right. We'll come back to that one then. Apparently, since Dave doesn't like it.
Oh, it's fine. No, I didn't say I didn't like it. It's just didn't expect it.
That's what she said. Question number 15. This show's way off the rails. We're not even halfway.
Wow.
Question number 15. If you could eliminate one common misconception people have about life, what would it be?
Oh. Do people think life's supposed to be fair? Is that a thing? Because
Well, I'm sure a lot of people do. They know it's not, but they wish it
Yeah.
was.
they
Yeah.
think it should be. Yeah.
It should be. Yeah.
It should be. Life should be fair.
I'm gonna petition the crown next week. We'll
Yeah.
see about getting some fairness. Yeah, all
Yeah,
right, guys.
you're gonna have a bad time.
I think that people are hyper focused on instant gratification and what can be achieved by themselves alone in their lifetime. And I understand a lot about modern life begs that of you.
Yeah.
But the greatest achievements in society weren't built that way. Like you're thinking of like the great cathedrals and monuments and works of art. So instead, if we want to repeat those things, we have to focus on the role that we all can play in great things and realize that many of those things are not actually for us, they're for those who come after.
Yeah. I heard a lot about that. Yeah. Like the people who designing these amazing things will never live long enough to actually see them completed.
Mm. Yeah. I'm not going to live long enough to see It's Too Late become, the new Tonight Show. But it will, just not for me.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This cat will not leave me alone. All right. Can a society be truly free if it prioritizes safety above individual rights?
No, but there's a balance to be struck. So this kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like
The whole drunk driving thing, yeah.
It's so easy for people to quote bullshit statements on their t-shirts and be like, yeah, man, those who desire safety over freedoms are neither, all that bullshit. But the thing is that, like, okay, I want as I want to express my individual rights in a way that ensures the safety of myself and my community. And if that comes up against somebody else's individual rights, then I guess they got to go. I really don't have any problem saying that. I mean, because again, you're gonna have the absolutist who's gonna say that, well, my interpretation of me expounding upon my rights is I'm going to do things that lessen all of us, that make this community less desirable to be a part of. And if the community decides you got to go, well, buddy, you got to go.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a kind of it's a wavy area where, you know, your rights don't go past somebody else's rights.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not your right to hurt somebody else.
Yeah. Well, because then it comes down to, because that person's saying, well, what's the definition of what I have a right to do and not do? Well, then that butts up against, well, what's the definition of hurting me or not? Like, what you're doing may not physically rend my skin and bones, but you are lessening all of us by your mere existence. And so and so you will be done away with. I mean, you could just improve upon your behavior. I mean, communities used to shame people. That used to be a common thing. If there's one kid in the classroom that's being a distraction and everyone says, hey, shut up, faggot, then that was the way that everyone was communicating to them, you need to act differently because we don't appreciate that. And if that person doubles down and says, well, I'm just going to do it more, then you just, when they go to the bathroom, you just beat the shit out of them. And that's, you know, people used to police their communities, and the authorities were just like, nothing to see here, folks. You know, I guess you shouldn't act like a bitch. I don't know. That's victim blaming, but you know, it is his fault. So, question number 17. Is it possible to live a fulfilling life without pursuing happiness as a goal?
Oh, hell yeah. You shouldn't do that. Happiness isn't like...
Yeah, this question was written for you. No, please go ahead.
Yeah, this is garbage. No, happiness isn't like a state of being. It's like, you know, an instance. It happens every once in a while. And if you're lucky, it you know, often. But you have to pursue meaning, and that will just kind of give you happiness. I'm spouting some Jordan Peterson crap, but I liked his interpretation of it, because, you know, if you just want to be happy all the time, you're going to be disappointed a lot, and that's like not happy. So you just find something that gives you meaning.
Yeah. So I feel like my answer is just basically your answer in a different way. Because I feel like this question kind of goes back to question 15 about doing things for those that come after us. Because I feel like chasing the next dopamine hit just obscures the path to deeper meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, we got the right answer on that one. We got that one figured out.
Yeah.
Question number 18. Touch this one? Yeah. Do you believe that people are capable of truly changing, or are we all bound by who we are at our core?
I think, of course, obviously, that, you know, people are going to be like, well, my, you know, cousin Bill did this. Like, fuck your cousin Bill. I think people are capable of changing their behavior, but I'm not sure they're capable of changing who they metaphysically are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can kind of be conditioned to act a different way, even though you're not really different.
I think, because I think that the whole concept of people being like sociopaths or psychopaths, I think it's a spectrum. And I think that when we refer to people as those things, those are people that are so far on the wrong end of the spectrum,
the extremes,
that they're everything they say and do goes through a very unhealthy lens, and then they commit atrocities. But I think everyone is somewhere on that spectrum. Because I think, like, let's say you're a selfish person, but you just learn through life experience that being so overtly selfish means you're not going to get to have as many friends and you're not going to get to have as many opportunities. And you actually wind up having less, even though your attitude was because you wanted more. And so you corrected your behavior, and then new friends are like, oh, what? No, that guy's not selfish. Never come off as selfish to me. But you're still you. But you've just molded yourself into getting what you want. And I'm not judging you. Like, I'm just like, look, no. You know, I mean, we all have our bad habits and, you know, or things that we're not proud of that we've done, and they shouldn't define us. But you're still the person who did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of people who would hear that answer and be like, well, that I feel like then that there's no redemption for me. You know, because it's like, because I am what I am. And I would say, well, that's between you and somebody else. I ain't got nothing to do with me, buddy.
Hey, just learn to act right.
Yeah, just fucking act right.
That's all we ask.
Yeah. Tell you what, Dave, your answers have been so good tonight. You get 1 week on the elevated freeway.
Ooh, with the smooth jazz. Yeah. Do I get the drink? Did we?
Oof. You're pushing it. You're pushing it. I use that freeway, so if you see any other cars
infringing, yeah,
and you're swerving, that's the end of you. Yeah,
keys.
Yeah. Throw them off the freeway.
I was driving.
All right. Okay. Category 4: personal questions. Oh. Question number 19. What's one thing about your childhood that shaped the person you are today?
Well, we've covered the fact that you know, a lot of it's a blur, but I really think, you know, I'm a middle child, and both of my siblings were kind of a handful in their own way, and I was just kind of quiet, I think, to begin with. But it also, I think that just kind of how I continued. For some reason, I seem to like the attention of doing this show and our show and stuff like that. But most of the time, I usually like to just sit back and observe and just, you know, I like being in social situations, but I don't like being involved in them. I like just kind of watch them happen around me.
Yeah.
I think that was part of it.
Yeah. So in your family growing up, you were like a UN peacekeeping observer. You just were there to just make sure everything was, yeah. I remember when I got old enough to go to school, and it didn't take long until I realized everyone else is just dumb.
No, yeah.
Yeah. You know, like, and that molded the way I act, because then I would no longer approach people as equals. I would treat them. Okay. I would treat them as well-meaning livestock. You know, well, like, look, you can call me arrogant all you want. There's some people in this world that they should be wards of the state. They're so stupid, they can't be allowed to make adult decisions on their own. Like, you need to have a friend or family member that is your like power of attorney, or you have to be turned over to an institution. And I don't mean just the uber crazies and bring back the asylums. I'm talking about like 2/3 of society need to have someone on that other third who's legally over their decisions. Like, you don't get to vote. I have 5 wards, so I have 6 votes, including myself. So I'm, you know, I think that's how that should be. Those people shouldn't be allowed to make major decisions. Like, you think about the people.
Yeah.
Like, you think about the people who do things because they're rude. They're just not nice people. And you think about the people who do things that come off as rude, but it's because they're so stupid they don't know that they're making mistakes. And when you realize, like, I mean, you could just sit here and just think of thousands of examples of people who are just so unbelievably dumb, you know, and then you're like, those people drive and vote and, you know, possess firearms and, you know, all those things. And it starts to make you think, yeah, maybe we do need to have some licensure for lots of activities because those people, yeah, dumb. I knew that when I was like, what age are you when you go to kindergarten? Like 5 or 6? I knew right away. Oh no, I'm gonna have to. It's up to me.
These people aren't like me.
I've got to take care of these people. You know what I mean? Like come along, everyone. The teacher can't do it. She's one of them. She's fucking dumb. I gotta just like everyone, come on this way. We're gonna go eat now. The cafeteria's down the hall. So just come on. Right away. Right away.
She's one of them.
Aaron really felt this particular question and answers. Yeah, she's one of them, dude. Just Mrs. James, please just wait in your car. I'm taking the class down to the library. Just they can't. None of them can fucking read, but you know it's library times. We gotta go. We just
look at some pictures.
It's just a
whole. Aaron.
Yeah.
All right. If you had to live in another country for a year, where would you go?
I just want to say thanks, Gary, and he put an extra 2 cents in because he's one of the people that have to pay double.
Oh. Oh, he's already done for the year. That's good.
Yeah, look at that. He's all just all wrapped up. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. If you had to live in another country for a year, where would you go?
I waffled on this one a little bit, but I ultimately landed on South Korea because I've heard that they actually have the lowest birth rates in the world, and I'm gonna fix them.
Gonna fix that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are rookie numbers.
I'm just gonna take care of it. I was like, come on, everyone, we're going down to the.
Come on, everybody.
Yeah, I mean they know who they are. The other ones. Well, you know, we'll check you at the door. We'll check
not you.
Everyone. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, not you, but. Yeah. There'll be like a right whole registration. I'm sorry. Aaron says Ryan is one of those kids from Alan's kindergarten. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was thinking like, I don't know much about these other countries. They all seem like most of them are socialist hellholes, and I'm just trying to think of like those Nordic countries seem okay. Like Sweden, Switzerland. Like they just don't get involved in many things. It feels like. But then I saw a meme today showing like the rape numbers in Europe.
Oof.
And from 2020 to 2025 or something like that, and how they all doubled and everything. But Poland was cut in half. I thought that was interesting. So maybe I'd visit there. Go back to the motherland.
Dave, Poland's been cut in half many times over the centuries, as I'm sure you well know.
Makes genealogy hard. Yeah.
I don't know. Are you worried that you're going to get raped? Because if you only have to live there for a year, if it's not you.
Well, it feels like that would kind of explain how the culture and, just the general, how nice it would be to be there would be, So I don't think yeah.
Yeah. I worry about you, though, because I feel like you would go to Poland and you would get there and you would say, hi, everyone, I'm just like you. And they would hate you.
Oh, that would be devastating.
Get this American fuck out of our neighborhood.
I'm one of you.
Yeah, you'd say that and they would just you're done. That's it.
No,
pack your bags. All right. Question number 21. What's your biggest pet peeve that you think most people would find trivial?
Well, of course, I don't think any of my pet peeves are trivial. It's like.
Well, I know you don't, but other people would.
Well, the one that popped in my head, I hate trimming my toenails. It makes me want to just kill myself. Like then I wouldn't have to do that anymore. And wouldn't that be nice? Is that work or is that something?
I'm starting to wonder which of us actually is the most depressed. I mean,
see, you let it out.
I've got 59 days, but it's for bigger reasons than that. I don't know.
That one's too Gary.
I feel like you're just on a knife's edge, and if just one more inconvenience happens. All right,
I gotta do laundry too. Forget this. I'm out of here.
Yeah. I hate repeating myself.
Oh,
we've talked about this before.
I'm really bad at saying what. Well, I give myself time to think.
Yeah.
I don't even need you to repeat yourself. I just need you to give me a second to let it process. Mm-hmm. But I'll say what to buy that time and piss you off.
Exactly.
And I hate it. Yeah. And I know I do it, and I try not to.
Yeah.
But
that's quite a predicament for you, because now it's, if you can't answer right away, then your future answer has to be extra good, because now I'm mad.
Better be worth it.
Yeah. I mean, like, this is something I've tried to work on, to be totally honest, because I know sometimes, like, maybe you're talking to an elderly person and they don't hear that well.
Yeah.
And so it's like, they're not asking you to repeat yourself because they're being jerks. It's just they didn't understand you. But I'm just boiling. I'm just frothing with hate all the time. So I don't know. I'm trying to do that a lot.
Better. Like when we're in the van at the family, so it's, me and Mary, one way or the other, and then got all the kids in the back, and we could just say something to each other, but they want to know. And so I think it's pretty much standard practice now that I'll say something, and if somebody in the back absolutely needs to know what I said, Mary will tell them, because I'm not saying it again because it doesn't have anything to do with them. It's not that important. It doesn't matter. Let it go. So yeah, I get that there. And
I get that completely. That's how I am with the repeating myself. If I say something and then you say what, I don't repeat myself right away. I first decide, did it need to be communicated? Is this that important? If it's important enough, I'll say it again, but I'll be a little angry. If it wasn't important enough, I just say, never mind. Never mind. And if I say that,
it's not important.
Yeah, and if I say that, that's not me dismissing you. If anything, it's saying, look, it just wasn't important enough. If it was important, you would know, because I would re-attempt the communication. All right, question number 22.
Wait, is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Oh,
moving right along.
That's the pet peeve. 21, 22.
No, that's 21.
Hold on a second. For some reason, it didn't come in my printout. What's one habit or practice What's one habit or practice you're most proud of?
I'm really big on attention to detail. Like, it's really important in my work. It's important in everything I do. I'm big on attention to detail. I hate having to do things. I hate having to do anything more than once. It's just like repeating myself. If I have to redo anything, I'm just sweating. Like, I'm just so furious. I know that makes it sound like I'm a powder keg, but if everything will just be right the first time, then I think I would be joyful.
Joyful? That's great.
So now you'll know that if you get in touch with me like middle of the afternoon and I'm just like ready to explode, it's because I had to like retype a text a couple of times. Like,
how do we hang out? Like, we're so like opposite on so many things.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just like rush through it and fix it later.
No. It's got to be. Even when I'm in a hurry, it's got to be right. Or I'm just.
I read one of your articles, or I couldn't find any typos, any kind of grammatical errers. Not that I'd be great at finding those type of things, but
if you did, I'd want you to tell me, because I would want to fix it. Because I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing that someone might read it and there's a comma where there shouldn't be. That ruins the whole fucking thing. Then that's how I would feel about it. I'm serious. I would rather you just not read it. It's awful.
I guess, mine would probably be my work ethic. Obviously, I'm always talking about work. I think I'm proud of being a good employee, even though that sounds kind of like, but you know what? We made a deal. They'll pay me. I'll do a good job, and I like to do a good job. It makes me feel good. I like being the best at what I do when I can, if I have the ability, or to be the best that I can be. I like that.
Yeah. No, I respect that. Though at the same time, the fact I feel like you're more like present when you're supposed to be at working than you are.
I'm still doing an amazing job.
I mean, maybe you are. Maybe you're just that locked in during those hours.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time, you're so mentally fatigued from all of the effort that you put in that I don't know. Maybe.
I think. Well, hey, Michael. At home is I don't have my phone like handy all the time. I'm always leaving it in another room. I'm off doing something outside but yeah, when I'm at work, I'll like do things, glance. Have conversation.
Question number 23. If you could instantly acquire any skill or talent, what would it be?
Discipline. My goodness, you could do so much with that. If I had that to just make myself do what I know I should do, that'd be awesome. Then you could pick up any of the other talents. I could learn piano or karate or whatever. If I was disciplined, made time for things.
So you mean to tell me you have maximum work ethics, but somehow no discipline?
Yeah. I don't think they're absolutely, separate. I mean,
Michael says Dave needs the skill of not being a Bills fan. Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Roasted. I know, football season right around the corner. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
Get ready for that.
So like my instant reaction is I wish I could play like piano, and I don't just mean tinker. I can tinker around.
That was
now.
my first thought.
I mean like grandmaster.
Like really good.
Yeah. Like I wish I was savant level jazz pianist, because if I was, that's just what I would do.
Yeah.
But the only reason I second guessed it was because I thought, but then that would be my whole life. Like that's one of the downfalls, if there is such a thing, of being like an amazing musician, is you now have to do that. It's not just a thing you do on the side for fun that you love. It now becomes your job, and then you have to figure out ways to structure yourself in such a way that it doesn't consume you, and now you hate it because you're so good at it. It would be such a shame then, But then I thought, on a similar vein, if I could just be a master craftsman of basically anything, because then at least with jazz piano, I would have to go out into the world, Whereas if I were a master craftsman, people would I would just have my workshop, and people would come to me like, oh, please, I'll give you all the money in the world for this amazing thing that you've produced. And so I would get to be more private. Whereas if you're a jazz pianist, you're not going to be private, because you're going to be touring.
You're a performer.
You're a performer. Although I do love to perform, so there is that. But even though I love to perform, and I have done a lot of performing, I can see where it would get tiresome. Because sometimes you just don't feel like it, but it's your job. You got to do it. So, anyway, question number 24.
All right. What's something you've always wanted to try but haven't yet?
Sydney Sweeney. Like all these
ever
gays
since I was
on
a
Twitter.
child.
Yeah, ever since I was a lad, I just knew that makes me sound like a pedophile. Like I know 15 years from now there's going to be this woman. She's going to be great. That doesn't sound good at all, but Answer B would be I would like to try being financially stable. Just see what that's all about.
See what that feels like.
Yeah. What is that like? I don't know. That's wild.
People just live like that.
Yeah, isn't it? That's so weird that they just have things.
Mm-hmm.
They have things, but not like crippling anxiety.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What about you? What do you?
See, the yet threw me because something you've always wanted to try. I've always wanted to go skydiving, but I know that ship has sailed. I would never be able to jump out of a plane now. I feel like that's a...
Why not?
I don't know. I guess I don't know because I'm too scared now. I never used to have anxiety. I have that now. I just fear in general and a lot of responsibilities. I can't take risks like I used to.
Well, I mean, it's if it wasn't safe to do, they wouldn't let people just do it all the time. So
plus, yeah, I don't like heights. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is that a lot of people are like, "Ooh, I want to try skydiving." And I'm like, I don't even want to go up a ladder. Like, I'm sure
I don't even like being on tall bridges or.
Yeah, it must be a nightmare for you being tall. You're just in a constant state of shock.
Oh yeah,
you just don't look down.
I think about that. Like, if I were to jump from a height of the top of my head, I'd probably hurt myself like pretty good. Like I'm up here pretty high.
Oh, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, yeah, sure. If you're a tall person, then the fact that you are tall means that if you let yourself down, like you get down, sitting on the ledge and then hop down, you're longer, so you'll reach the ground quicker. But yeah, if you're on a 6'4" precipice and run off and jump, yeah, you're gonna break both your goddamn ankles. You're going to the hospital. Can't do that. Maybe 15 years ago, no more. No.
Yeah.
No.
Getting brittle now in my old age.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. All right. Category 5.
We're moving right along.
Yeah, no, this is the fastest I think we've ever done this. Category 5. Fun and lighthearted questions. It took us this long to get to get here. I still need to catch a jazz concert with Alan and Mike. Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to do that at next year's live event. The only reason we're even having a live event next year is because we found a couple of people who are going to play like keys and drums. And we're like, well, fuck, I guess we're just going to do it. All right. We're just going to play music next year. Question number 25. Would you rather be able to talk to animals or speak every human language fluently?
Yeah, I'd go with the fluent human languages. Mm-hmm. Like, what is an animal going to say to me? It's like their brains are all real little, I'd rather know what the truck drivers are saying at the shop when they come in and they're trying to explain on their phone what they're delivering.
Yeah. This one was kind of weird to me because on the one hand, if you can talk to animals, you're literally a one of a kind. Literally. You're the only person on planet Earth that can just magically, you can talk to animals. On the other hand, if that's true and you tell people that, you're going to be incarcerated. You're weird. Like no one's going to, you're going to be removed from society because this guy's walking around talking to animals and says they talk back. So you're going to prison, buddy.
Yeah, nobody's going to believe you.
So I think by default, if you could speak every human language fluently, then actually, you could make a pretty good amount of money. Because if you think about it, people who can speak several languages and they get into that, like they get into transcription or translation or whatever, they can make some money. If you could speak every human language, there would be firms or companies who would be like, "Oh yeah, we want to have. You're the only person on earth that literally speaks every language. We're gonna have you in on our board, and you're gonna be our liaison to everywhere, and we're going to pay you 7 figures, you know, because you speak because the fluently part's the big one. Fluently, there's lots of people that can speak a little bit of a lot of languages, and that's super impressive. But if you could speak every human language fluently, you're just instantly cosmic IQ, and no one can
write your own ticket, man.
Yeah, which is going to so confuse those people when you're still just dumb as a fucking rock. Like you can't even do long division, but you could speak every language.
They're
going to be Mandarin. Yeah, so weird, that guy. I mean, they'll just know you're just autistic. That's all that's going to be.
Yeah, he's a savant. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. It's fine. Is it though? Question number 26.
All right. True or false? You believe aliens have visited the Earth?
I fall in the camp of false, because aliens advanced enough to come here just willy-nilly would have already enslaved us and taken all of our resources. If your civilization, like, you know, like your Star Trek, and you could travel in like warp speed from farther than we've ever seen, and you just came here, we would all be dead.
Maybe they're not like that.
But why would they come here if they then? You think they're this idea of the benevolent alien, like the Vulcans are going to come here and just share their technology with us? No, that's not going to happen.
No.
Nah, it's not going to happen.
They're just sightseeing. Just came.
Nah, that's
see how the pyramids were doing.
Wow. Nah, man. And so my answer is false. Plus, you don't want that.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Or phrase for that. It's like maybe we should just keep our heads down. You know, maybe don't send out cosmic signals to get anybody's attention.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when they're always talking about like they send stuff into space, like stop it. Mm-hmm. We don't. Yeah. We're trying to lay low here. We're like fugitives, galactically. All right. All right. True or false?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I believe in them. Like it would be. It's insane to think that with how vast everything is, that there isn't life out there, or how advanced that life could get. But maybe, you know, I don't. There's some compelling stories.
I mean, I think that there is life out there. I just don't think it's been here.
Yeah. I don't really know what I think about that. I don't think so. I don't have any reason for it.
Yeah.
Got nothing good on that.
Question 27. Would you rather never be able to listen to music again, or never be able to watch movies again?
Movies. I'd rather listen to music. I like music. I listen to it a lot. Mm-hmm. Movies I could do without. You know, I enjoy them, but most of the time I don't have time for them, or I just have no driving interest to watch one anymore.
Yeah. I also said movies, mostly because I've already seen the movies that I've seen, right? It doesn't delete them from my brain. And I don't remember the last time I saw a new movie and liked it. Like, so I think, like, in my mind, it's like, well, movies are already dead because they don't make good movies anymore. So I'm not even missing anything. I understand, like, I mean, I rewatch Lord of the Rings once a year, so I won't be able to do that anymore. But at least I got to see it, so I don't have to be like, I didn't miss out. But I genuinely don't remember the last time I went and saw a movie and was like, oh, thank God I saw that. I don't even remember. Yeah, and Celeste makes a good point. Yeah, that's an excellent point. Now you it's just silence throughout the whole film except for people talking. Yeah. It's weird.
It's an action movie with people running around.
Well, yeah, with me being a musician, that means I'm playing and I'm deaf. It's just silence. Y'all can hear it. Yeah, I'm fucking Beethoven. I don't even know. I'm having to like feel the vibrations to know what the hell's going on. All right. Question number 28.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I waffled on this one too, because I know that everyone expects me to say chicken fajita nachos with no tomatoes and extra cheese, and then I would just be a fat fuck. Just let's go. Let's just kill it. This is how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die by nacho. But then I thought, but if the answer ended up being instead like, like steak and eggs, then I would just be like, just be fucking swole.
Oh yeah.
I'd be jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cut. So I feel like the best thing for me health-wise would be to say, steak and eggs. But my heart says ponchos. Well, my heart says that now. Pretty soon it'll be so clogged that you won't be able to hear what it's saying.
It's all muffled.
It's just muffled. Yeah. What about you?
Cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers are the goat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have to like try to cheat by putting a bunch of fancy stuff on them. Just like basic cheeseburger condiments are fine.
Yeah.
I can't get enough. I would kill myself with cheeseburgers.
You're that guy. I would gladly pay you for 2 cheeseburgers tomorrow.
Pay you tomorrow.
Or a cheeseburger today. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Which is amazing. I was thinking that at work the other day. I'm like, I could just leave work here after my shift, and I could go to Burger King or somewhere, and I could buy a lot of cheeseburgers. Like I could just do that, but I don't. Like, and it seems like that never occurred to me that I could just go do that. And I think it's a bad thing that occurred to me.
Part of me, Jenny, this is not a joke. Part of me actually feels bad that we've been doing these live events all these years, and you and me haven't taken just 30 minutes, just run out of the apartment to go to Crystal's and just see what happens, just
sit in the alley with our bag of burgers.
Yeah. Well, because we couldn't go back to the Airbnb. We have to pull over somewhere and just eat all the Crystals. And then Mary's being a fucking nag about it. She's like, she doesn't want to do that because then she doesn't want to have to deal with the fallout, later.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'd be fine.
Where the main cast of the show are incapacitated from cheeseburgers. Yeah, exactly. That Lyle said, Mary, I'm just gonna go get some smokes with Alan. We'll just that ought to fool her. So I think next year, Dave, we got to go. Even if it means that everyone's going to a planned meetup dinner, we're going to Crystal's and we'll meet up with them. Yeah. Whatever, but we're going to Crystal's.
After the task is completed.
Yeah. All right. It's for that to be your answer, you need to live in a world where I stack all 40 of them into a pyramid and hand you the plate. And just... Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be just like that. Like the old cartoons. They always had
a
whole tray of cheeseburgers.
We can do that. We can live this. We can make this reality. Question number 29. Would you rather have the ability to time travel or the ability to read minds?
Ooh. Both of them seem dangerous to me. It's like I'm going to time travel and screw something up or get myself into a situation that I don't belong in. But reading minds, it's like sometimes it's better you don't know what somebody's thinking. You could just your blissful ignorance continue on your life and not know that person actually really doesn't like you.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you could. I'd pick the reading minds because you can use that. I feel like. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go with reading minds because I was like, oh, you could go in the past and make some investments or something and zip back to the future and then.
It's between those two in particular is a tough question because I would love to be able to read minds. There's a lot you could do. If you could read minds.
Use it to your advantage.
Well, I mean, why else would I be doing it? Of course,
Easy.
I'm going to use
Yeah.
it to my advantage. However, as much as I got to tell you, I really wish I could read minds. But man, time travel? Dude.
You kidding me?
You're sitting here worried about what's going to happen. Yeah, to them, not to me.
Oh, you could probably just do it like that. Like I messed this up. Let me go back real quick and try something
I mean, like,
else.
if all you did was go back in time and buy, like, 10,000 Bitcoin and then be like, all right,
Yeah.
well, we'll play this out. Even if that somehow led to your ruin, you could just do it again because you can time travel.
Yeah.
So in some ways,
Just keep getting worse, I'd keep going back and
Yeah.
screwing up.
I don't know. If it gets to the point where I'm time traveling so much trying to get things right that, like, because you still age, so, like, I'm getting older now, but I can't get my life right, I would just start using it to destroy the world. I just,
You're all coming with me.
yeah, I just, my villain arc goes then into full swing. It's just, look, I just wanted to try what it was like to be financially stable, and y'all wouldn't let me. And so that's it. All right. I do wish I could read people's minds, though. But if you think about it, if you could time travel, absolutely it will. Then theoretically, it's kind of like the quick save, quick load feature in, like, Skyrim, where you could just constantly try things to see how it works out. And when things inevitably don't, you just like, oh, quick load, and then imagine the day that you mysteriously lose your power. People are just like, this guy's fucking, this guy's nuts. You're going into the asylum with the dude that can talk to animals. You're out of here. Oh man, I do, like, if it were anything else, I would have picked read minds, but time travel, oh, it's over.
Yeah, that is kind of. It's like you're living in the fourth dimension at that point. You're just traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that'd be weird.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be weird. Okay.
It would put you on the same level as the live forever question of you're going to become, it's going to change you. It's going to change how you live and how you see life and experience. Yeah. You're going to have evolved into a different life form.
Neat.
Right? All right. Question number 30.
Would you rather live in a world with no internet or no social media? I feel like this is.
Oh my God, social media?
On the face easy.
I want to get rid of social media now. Just.
Yeah. That's not. Yeah.
I don't want to lose the internet. The internet's neat. Got a lot of cool stuff on that internet. But
pay my bills on there and stuff. It's great.
Yeah, but if I could take off of the internet, everyone else. So like if they
it's like, so, just like the highway.
Yeah, so I'm gonna build me an internet that's like 20 feet above everyone else's internet. It's just me, and y'all can't talk to me. No.
Oh,
look, I'll come to you if I need anything. You don't come up here to my internet. Yeah.
Got your own internet.
Yeah.
That's great.
Look, if you paid your penny, all right, get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the same answer. I don't know. Social media's been kind of cool, to get information out there that couldn't get out there before, but you could just do that through web pages. Mm. We don't need to be this connected. There's people arguing all the time.
I hate to bring up a bad memory, but just now my Stream Deck went to sleep and all the buttons were black.
Oh.
And I know, because I could see, I'm looking at it, the top right button, which was the button I pressed, would have sent us back to the intro. But it didn't, because I also know that you can half press the button to relight the Stream Deck without pushing it all the way.
I did not know that.
I did.
Half press.
But I was so mad the last time that I didn't even mention that. I wasn't even trying to help
mine
you. I was trying to help me just get it out.
Yeah, it was a different situation for me. I had overridden the button images, so the buttons were still live and awake. It's just that they were covered with stuff that I put on them.
Oh yeah, that's unforgivable. That's yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, you better hop in your time machine and try that one again.
Go back and undo that.
Try that one again. All right.
Everything could have been different now.
All right. It's time for the big finale. Lyle, we're doing the last question. Hold on. Fucking Lyle. All right. Question number 31, the big finale. If you could change one thing about the world that would impact everyone, what would you change and why?
Trying to think of what the root of the problem is.
Oof.
Why is there hunger when we're so productive as a species? You know?
Mm-hmm.
It'd have to be greed or something like that. Take away greed.
But who's greedy?
I don't know.
It's only the other guy that's
Everybody.
greedy. It's not me that's greedy.
No, not me. I'm humble and I'm happy with what I have.
I'm not. Like, does that make me greedy that the state of Tennessee is 9 weeks late? Am I the bad guy?
No, you're not the bad guy.
Like, quit being so
not the
selfish,
asshole here.
you know? Yeah. The root of the problem might be Haiti, says Michael.
Haiti?
Just remove Haiti.
Wow.
Mhm.
Couldn't hurt. Just go.
I can't imagine a scenario where my life isn't net better. I think it's just we're back to number one. I think it's just if I'm just the king.
Yeah. Oh, that would
Because it's gonna affect everyone. I must say.
That would impact everyone.
Everyone. At everyone. Because I'm the only social media. So everyone, all of you guys are just following me, but you can't
Comments
talk.
off.
You can't follow anyone else. There's only two people on the platform. It's yourself and King Alan the First. Yeah. And that's what everyone's Facebook looks like. And their whole feed is just me. My egg
Decreeing
sandwiches.
things.
Yeah. I made egg sandwiches today, and all you guys could share it, but you're only sharing it to me because y'all can't. Y'all can't talk. No. Everyone's account is locked. You're in read only mode. Everyone. I just look. I say this. Look, these guys will tell you this is true. Every time Bolden is doing an episode of Path to Liberty, and something comes up, like, you know, centralization of power or whatever, I always say, I think I should have all of it. Just me.
And you're really smart, so you'd be good with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I want everyone to live their best lives. I mean that. Or else.
Just don't step out of line.
Yeah. Why don't you want this? Is what I would tell them.
Let me help you.
Why didn't you want to live a good life? Is what I would say to you before your sentencing. Why didn't you want a good life, Dave? Just
that'd be a reason.
And then you'd try to use your mind reading power, and it's just dead fucking silence. Just nothing.
Dead eyes staring back
just
at me.
living in the moment. Yeah.
Just mad.